In this tutorial I will create a Django CRUD web application. So here you see an overview of the contents of this tutorial. First, a short introduction to Django and CRUD. And by CRUD we mean it's short for create, read, update and delete, meaning we are going to create or insert, read or select, update and delete data from a database. So we will create a basic CRUD web application. In this tutorial I will call it company app. We will use Django and we will create that CRUD web application from scratch, and we will do it step by step. So the first step is to create the Django company app itself. Then we are going to implement the CRUD functionality. We start with read or select data from the database, then we continue with create or insert data from the database, then update or in this case we will update existing data that are already in the database, and finally we will see how we can delete existing data from the database. At the end we will also give an overview of Django Admin, which is a built-in feature in Django. So before we start creating the CRUD application itself, let's give a short introduction to Django and this CRUD feature. So Django is a Python web development framework, so you use the Python programming language. Django is a backend server-side web framework, and Django has support for databases like SQLite, MySQL, Maria database, PostgreSQL. In this tutorial we will use SQLite in order to create this CRUD functionality. So also Django includes an SQLite database, so when you install Django, an SQLite database is included. But typically if you want to use other types of databases, you need to install that database system by yourself, and you typically also need to install an additional Python package or driver for that specific database system. And also Django is free, it's open source, and it's also written in Python, so Django itself is written in Python and you use Python in order to create the web applications. More information about Django is found on their homepage. Here you find lots of information, resources, tutorials, etc. So as mentioned, CRUD is short for create, read, update and delete, meaning create or insert, read or select, update and delete data from a database. And typically all applications today have some kind of CRUD functionality and are connected to a database. As mentioned, Django Admin, it's a built-in feature, and also this interface offers CRUD functionality. Django Admin is included with Django, so when you install Django, Django Admin is also included, and you can just use it out of the box. But typically Django Admin, this interface is intended for super users and not typically for ordinary users of your application. So typically you need to create your own CRUD functionality that suits your need and have the same look and feel as the rest of your application. So the main focus in this tutorial is to create a CRUD functionality in Django from scratch. So let's summarize. CRUD is short for create data into a database, or read data from a database, or update existing data in the database, or delete existing data in the database. So in this tutorial we will create a Django web application with CRUD functionality, and we will call it company app. So here you see the final company app that we are going to create in this tutorial, and we will create this application step by step. So here you see, here in this web page, you see the read functionality. This list of customers in this case are retrieved from the database, and then you click on this button, new customer, you get this web page opened where you can create a new customer, like first name, last name, email, etc. So that's the create functionality. And also here in this main view you can also click on edit on one of the existing customer, and then this window will pop up where you have the possibility to view the information stored in the database, but you can also change it. And when you have changed it, you can click Save, and then you will go back to this main page where the information is retrieved from the database, and it's updated based on the thing that you change here in the update. Finally, if you click on the Delete button, this will pop up, and then actually you are deleting one of these rows from the database itself. So that's the application that we are going to create with read functionality, create, update, and delete. Meaning we are going to create a fully working CRUD application with Django.